took the stand on your right hand man, so you had to die.
In the UK, that's how they do it. You just say no comment, no comment. Every question.
Dan, what is your street name?
No comment.
I'm just trying to get the whole background between Roscoe and Lil Wayne and all that.
But since the snitching rumors, he has dropped zero music.
I don't want to like block out y'all case by saying Roscoe didn't do that.
All year round, I call it June season.
It's your boy Juggathin, Shooter King III, aka your boy Jug Gotti, aka your boy Jug from Jug Season, but you could just call me Dylan if you want to, gang. So after reacting to UK music for X amount of years, I'll probably say about 6 years on and off, you know, doing reaction videos to all types of UK music. The one thing that I could say is about 90% of the UK drill rappers that I have reacted to over the years are pretty much locked up for hats. If not hats, you know, something similar or crazy, you know what I mean? If you look at all of these drill rappers, it's not too many infamous drill snitches in the UK. I also want to break down police interrogation etiquette in the UK versus police interrogation etiquette in America.
If we go to prison for the rest of our life, whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. We go to prison. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo.
So with all that being said, the first two things I want to compare is this Young Thug interrogation and then also Young Dizz. Young Dizz is a UK rapper. He was locked up. I think he was sentenced to like 10 years or something like that. I think he did about 6 of it. I don't know. All I know is my boy's out and he's releasing music. So shout out to Young Dizz, you know what I mean? Keep doing your thing. Or at least he released a couple songs. I reacted to something, you know what I mean? I don't really know what he's been on. I kind of been off my reaction thing. But that's besides the point. So first we're gonna get into this Young Thug interrogation.
And it's a bit different between me and y'all. Y'all nigga pointed niggas out and said they did the crime. Nigga, I said he did, you did. Gunner a rat, yak a rat, slug a rat, woo this. I have no regrets for facts. Spider.
Right or wrong, he did say too much. If you look at the 1090 Jake video, I know 1090 just kind of cleared Young Thug and said that he told too much. He didn't snitch, but it's like, what's really the difference, if we're gonna be honest? What I could tell you for sure is Young Thug really thought he was spinning the police. That's really what he thought. If you do pay attention, there's times where he's like, oh, Birdman, oh, he a goofy. Like he really thought he was playing the police, but really they just played him in the end and made him look stupid because now this is on the internet and people clipped up all the worst parts. If you play the whole thing through, he was kind of, how he said, trying to get his man free or whatever, sticking up for his mans, you know what I mean? But the one thing that it's like you still did admit that he sold drugs to Lil Wayne. Like I said, that's not what I'm here to point fingers about. It's just more of the etiquette between these two interrogation videos. So let's get into this Thug.
Background between Roscoe and Lil Wayne and all that.
You want me to tell you honest? This is honest God truth. Man to man. Mm-hmm. This motherfucker is, these niggas, these niggas they're like brothers more than Birdman and Wayne.
They're doing what now, brother?
I said them niggas was damn near more brothers than Bird and Wayne.
Oh, Roscoe and Lil Wayne?
I'm not gonna sit here and say they was more brothers than Birdman and Wayne. So Roscoe is Thug's man who they saying Young Thug snitched on. Young Thug is pretty much saying that Wayne and Roscoe was cooler than Birdman and Wayne was, which is cap. Birdman and Wayne came up together. They got pictures of these two dudes kissing each other, all types of weirdness. So we definitely can't say they was closer. But that just goes towards the narrative that 1090 Jake was saying that he really thought he was spinning the police. Now, like I said, there's still more federal things to come, but we're going to get into that more as we go. Let's get back to it.
Roscoe and Lil Wayne were more
than he used to bring Wayne his drugs.
See, that's the part where I'm like, ooh, he used to bring Wayne his drugs. Come on, big dog. Roscoe said Thug ain't snitch on his side. I don't know, you know what I mean? Look, y'all can say whatever y'all want in the comments. I'm not here to point fingers, but yeah, as you see, Thug already saying way too much. He already admitted to someone selling drugs. We are still gonna play a little bit more of this before we get into the into the Young Dizz interrogation video. Cause if I just start with the Young Dizz interrogation video, it's you're gonna see the drastic difference. This video right here is really like 2 hours long. I'm just clipping up certain parts for my narrative that I'm going with, you know?
Trust them. I don't know what the fuck happened with them fools. Cause the night with the shit when Lil Wayne too was that got shot up on Expressway and some shit.
Yeah, that's what happened in Cobb, yeah.
Yeah, that happened at the club in Cobb. I was in New Orleans.
The club was in Atlanta, but it
It
happened
was
in
Clark
Cobb.
County.
Yeah.
Shooting or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Roscoe locked up for it.
So at this moment, currently Roscoe is locked up for the shooting. That's the part that the media didn't really tell people. They just made it look like Young Thug just saying, oh, they saying Roscoe shot the club up. No, Roscoe was already locked up. It had already hit TMZ. This was already, you know, it's still a lot of talking. You know, I ain't giving too many excuses.
I had got some Stoner, free Roscoe Stoner shirts. Free Roscoe. He locked up for it. They saying that.
Some free Roscoe shirts?
Yeah.
What you mean, like YSL? Like that company make them?
A t-shirt.
Yeah, I know that. I'm saying, but
Yeah.
you're making the free Roscoe shirts?
Yeah.
Oh, just let him out of jail?
To let him out.
Yeah, free Roscoe. Let him out of jail.
Right. Yeah.
And right there, he just admitted that he made free Roscoe shirts to the police, which isn't too much. It's not going to free Roscoe, but it does show that he had he didn't have too much ill intent going in there. Like, he didn't go in there just super like, I'm going to go tell on Roscoe.
What was so crazy was this motherfucker Wayne from New Orleans. I'm from Atlanta. Mm-hmm. This nigga was in Atlanta and I was in New Orleans. I said, what the fuck? That was so weird. This nigga fucking damn shot at this nigga to us. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who the fuck did it. They said Roscoe, but I don't wanna, I ain't finna. What the fuck is this, man?
That's mayonnaise.
Hey, they said Butter did it for Italian beef and Pepsi. Young Thug did it for a bologna sandwich. That's crazy. Because that's the part that's really killing him right there on the internet. The I don't want to block y'all case, and then they saying it's Roscoe.
But don't get it confused, nigga. Don't get it fucked up, nigga. Ain't no rat in me at all.
It's kidnap squad at your door. It's a kidnap, get on the floor, back of the tinted drawer.
This Young Dizz interrogation video. So first of all, this whole video comes from like a Crime Stoppers type of whole video that the BBC did with the Met Police out there in the UK.
You have a street name, I understand. What is your street name?
No comment.
We believe your street name to be Young Dizz.
No comment.
We already got 2 no comments out of my boy.
Victim says that when he gets into the car, he immediately recognises the driver as Young Dizz. Is that you?
No comment.
What do you mean by that, Isaac?
No comment.
This is honestly how Young Thug's interrogation probably should have went.
Or are you just sitting there planning on how you're going to get this victim to withdraw the statement? All it's saying to show you, Isaac, because whether you turn this victim or not, it's not going to matter.
Now, there are big differences in these 2 cases, you know what I mean? Young Thug was being interrogated about someone else's situation. This is a situation that they're accusing of Young Dizz.
It's a kidnap, get on the floor.
So those are the 2 big differences, but there's still a lot to be said within this to compare, just for the fact of my boy, he said no comment, and now his rap career will never have that stain of snitch or whatever. And that's just more so like when I'm saying about this whole culture thing. In the UK, it's kind of like a given to say,
No comment.
you need to give like a full no comment interview when you dealing with the police out there.
Want people to have a visual so y'all can see.
Yeah, but bro, going in there and saying anything other than no comment. In the UK, that's how they do it. You just say no comment, every question. So it's like, why are you even talking to them?
Now out here, especially in places like Atlanta, there's a lot more intricacies to the laws when it comes to guns, self-defense, and yada, yada, yada. So I already know in places like Atlanta, they have this mentality of, and it's kind of like the same thing here in Arizona. I'm not calling anybody snitches. Wait, give me a second. What I'm saying is, basically, when you live in a place where guns are legal, pretty much any street nigga damn near, like, I'm not going to say wants that legal body, but it's like, if you could get off on that, you know what I mean, you definitely going to run with it. So it kind of creates a culture of being able to talk with the police a little bit more because, or feeling like you can. I'm not saying it's right or wrong because there are people down south that don't go by that. If you look at Boozy, 21 Savage, even though he's also a UK youth technically.
It's a knife.
But just to wrap everything up, all I'm saying is down south, there's a little bit more of like a let's try to finesse the police type of culture, where if you go to more of the West Coast and East Coast, not everybody abides by these rules. But the first thing you're supposed to say in America is basically like, where's my lawyer? Especially in places like California and New York, where you ain't even got no type of, you can't legally own a gun. Like, you don't got self-defense. You can't even defend yourself in your home. So their laws are more closer to the UK. So it's more of a given that there's going to be more people that's just straight up like, yo, where's my lawyer? But I do wanted to point out, or did want to point out, how in the UK it's just straight up, no comment.
The detectives find distressing footage of the kidnap and torture on the suspect's phone.
What you got to say about that, Isaac?
Can I speak to my solicitor in private?
Can I speak to my solicitor in private? So now look, a solicitor is basically like the UK version of like a lawyer, public defender, whatever, somewhere in between. But do y'all see how they got all that evidence on that boy? There's like, this is from your phone. That's your voice right there, dude. And he still wasn't like no comment. I'm just gonna speak to my solicitor in private. So next up, like I said, I just wanted to compare those two situations, and that's honestly probably what Young Thug should have done in that interrogation video. So that's something that we could have definitely learned from the UK over here in America, especially Atlanta. If you're not from the South, pretty much, or the Midwest, that doesn't really apply to you. That's more for the Midwest and the South, because y'all be on some fluky shit. So next up, we got my boy Double L's. If you don't know who Double L's is, he belongs to a UK rap group called OFB.
No love for the 5-0 Babylon Trenton ran it. There ain't no love for police.
He's all fucking to get their bread up.
What? Yeah, I'm fucking with this thing. OFB, they got like hella rappers. I ain't even gonna cap. They probably got like 25 rappers, just all from their hood. But Double L's, SJ, and Bando K, they were all in the group together. It was 3 of them. They always rap together. And SJ got locked up for a body. Bando K, I think, is locked up for a gun right now. And Double L's was accused of snitching. So give me a second to pull that up for y'all. Here we go. So with the Double L's thing, I'm not really going to go too deep into what he was accused of snitching about. It seems like it was some type of fight or altercation in the mall. He gave up some names. This is just more so to point out how the culture, like the overall UK rap scene, and how his homies kind of treated him. Because if you like really pay attention, his homies didn't really bleed him too bad. They kind of just like let him skate off of the hook. But at the same time, his music career isn't the same. So I'm gonna be comparing Double L's to Gunna to a certain extent, because Double L's allegedly did what he did, and his rap career is basically over. Gunna did what he did, and his rap career flourished, went 10 times better. They both kind of leaned into the whole health thing. You know, Gunna's more on the working out side of things, and then Double L's, you know, he does his boxing. But yeah, we're going to get into this Double L story. I got some clips I have wanted to pull up, so we're going to get into those real quick, because it is crazy to see how the overall culture of the UK reacts to Double L's and him snitching compared to the Gunna's snitching.
But since the snitching rumors, he has dropped 0 music. It's also 99% sure that he is no longer even a member of OFB. He is no longer in photos with any OFB members on Instagram. And DSAV, OFB, would even mock him recently.
L's, Double L's.
Who, bro?
Man said who you act. You know who L's is at.
Huh? Hey, you're breaking up.
Double L's, broski. Bros, you tap to keep on sneezing. This is the shotgun season. Get right there, the dirt is revealing. S-tap. Huh?
What verse is that, bro?
Ambush, bro. You know who Double L's is, G. Raw.
Yeah, Gunna wreck, yeah, correct. Slugger wreck, Woody wreck. Fuck that nigga Obama. He still mad by baby mama.
The Double L's would actually snitch on the AP guys, giving one of their names and more.
Now we
gonna get into this little interview I got at Double L's where they asked me about Bando King. You kind of tell that like he's not gonna directly say like, oh yeah, they not messing with me for real. But you could tell by his energy that they not messing with him for real.
Let's touch on obviously you've been keeping in communication with Bando and that, like, how's bro doing? Like, what?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I've spoken to him though, like as much as frequently.
I wouldn't say I've spoken to him as much as frequently. You know, the guy's not really messing with me after the snitching thing. You know, that's what he really wanted to say, but he couldn't directly say it. And I'm gonna be real. Oh boy, looks scared to ask him that question. Let's get back into this real quick.
A lot of people sometimes they don't know where a man's head's at, so it's,
yeah, 100%, bro.
It's good to know that you know that. Like,
I haven't done no interviews recently. You know
yeah, exactly.
Obviously, you're my guy.
Yeah,
so,
come on, bro.
Like we had to make something happen. You get.
Look at how he looked out after that. Nah, he was nervous to ask the next question, and he waited all the way to the end of the interview to ask it too. That's how you know that he was scared.
John, obviously you've been keeping in communication with Bando and that.
Amidst your snitch allegations, this is my UK accent. Amidst your snitch allegations, how are you and Bando K's relationship? That's what he really wanted to say. I'm filling in for bro.
Like, how's bro doing? Like, what?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I've spoken to him though, like as much as frequently, but yeah, I've spoken to him. Yeah, broski.
Okay.
Yeah, he's good, man. Trust me, he's happy spirits, bro. Like, it's not the best situation, innit? But he's good, man.
100%.
Yeah.
His last music video, bro, I think he only did like 58K or something. Yeah, go turn that music up, man. You know, what I'll say is, also like Gunna, he kind of fell back from the super like gangster music, even though Gunna was never super on that, but he kind of took the super gangster stuff out of his music, man. Go turn Double L's up, man. That's messed up, bro. He ain't take the stand. Took
the stand on your right hand, man, so you had to die.
My thing's different, broski. I don't really. No, let me stop. Even when we analyze like the difference in like the snitching cultures, like they don't have. So Double L's is probably the biggest rapper that I could really put that allegation on out of the UK. Look, all I'm saying is, man, there is something that we could learn from them boys. I just want to give my UK folks some love because I know I ain't dropped a video for y'all in a minute. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Shout out my UK niggas. Shout out my American niggas. It's your boy Jigga Thin, Shooter King 3rd, man. We out. Protect your neck.